What's up, guys? Chase over here, bringing you my WWE Money in the Bank 2018 review and results show. Let's get started with this one. Now, heading into Money in the Bank 2018, I was just like, I wasn't really excited for it. But I knew with this Money in the Bank show, there's like a lot of things to kind of look forward to. Their ladder matches in themselves, because, let's face it, even though we've seen so many ladder matches, and ladder matches in the Attitude Era have raised the bar, it's still fun watching a bunch of guys and gals try to climb a ladder in a wrestling style, beating each other up for some fictitious belt or briefcase. That's always still fun to watch. And then, as well, you had a Ronda Rousey match that had some hype and intrigue. People were wondering what was going to go on with that. So for me personally, I said, man, I'm kind of excited for Money in the Bank just in those aspects. But the rest of the show, I don't know how it's going to turn out. And boy, did I feel like that this night was going to go up once I saw how the opening match with Daniel Bryan. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all remember years ago on this channel, I was like all against this yes movement. I understand it. Because Daniel Bryan, how he was presented years ago, when people were telling me he should be a main eventer, he was presented like a mid-carder. Losing matches he shouldn't, not doing anything worth my time. I mean, seriously. Daniel Bryan was just over because the fans liked him more than other guys that WWE was trying to push at the time. But now I get it. Because this Daniel Bryan that's back, this Breakfast Club Daniel Bryan is amazing. Not putting over Gumby Big Cass's fat ass. Good! I was so happy to see this. I was so worried that, great, they're opening the match with Daniel Bryan, so that way the Chicago fans can forget Bryan lost in the opener, because they'll do a bunch of other crap later in the night. But no, Daniel Bryan wasn't having any of this jobber crap. He told Big Cass, you're not worth my damn time, and I loved it. This is what I want to see. If you're going to tell me Daniel Bryan's a legit main eventer, if you want to make that bull case, he has to be presented like one. And this is how you're presenting Daniel Bryan. I love it. I know a lot of people are going to be like, but Chase, if this was anyone else, barren young talent, you'd be mad. And that's true. Maybe I should be mad that young talent's getting buried. But if the young talent is not as good as the old talent and just sucks, it's okay. Daniel Bryan, I've always found entertaining. Daniel Bryan, I get the appeal. I just never understood when people were trying to tell me to push this guy as the main event, that he's the next Stone Cold Steve Austin. I never understood it. Now, I get it. I picture it, and I see it. I'm down with it. Daniel Bryan, good work, my friend. That was some good shit. Oh, man. Big Cass and Daniel Bryan. That was some good shit right there. But the thing was about this match, it went on way too fucking long. I was just like, it needs to end pretty soon. Lashley and Sami Zayn, the feud may suck. This match was solid. It did what it needed to do. Lashley's a stud. Because he came into this match, the crowd wasn't even feeling him whatsoever. They were just like, here comes Lashley. Here comes Bobby. What are they going to do with this idiot? And then by the end of the night, with these lame-ass moveset that the WWE has saddled onto him, I don't know why he can't use the Dominator as his finisher, but with this lame, delayed X Division vertical suplex that Lashley has, he managed to get the crowd behind him and to wake up. The fans were dead during most of this match, and then Lashley all of a sudden with his lame vertical suplex started getting the crowd hyped up. The crowd that were booing Lashley in the beginning started to cheer him, and it kind of shows you, hey, this guy is pretty freaking good. Whether you think Lashley's boring or not, when it comes to being an in-ring talent and being someone that can connect with the audience, Lashley knows what the hell he's doing. So, the match was short. It was whatever. It needed to be short and whatever, and thank God Lashley won. Rollins and Elias. Another good IC title match for pay-per-views. My complaint with this, though, is this. Early on in the match, you have Elias beating down the neck of Seth Rollins. And I felt like, oh, finally. Well, I'm going to get a Seth Rollins match where he's not telling the knee as his story. And then all of a sudden, midway through the match, they audible from all the neck stuff that they were working with. And they go to the knee. They go to the knee where Rollins is selling the knee injury, act like the knee injury is like his main injury, and it's like, oh my God, another Seth Rollins match where the knee is being sold. Don't get me wrong. Rollins has been great. Rollins is a good wrestler. It's just annoying that every freaking big match I see from this guy, he's always his knee hurts, his knee, and it's like, no. Because see, the neck and the shoulder made sense because Elias' finisher, Drift Away, uses those body parts. The knee made no sense. And especially when you see Seth Rollins keep doing all this athletic crap, you can talk about, oh, well, it's adrenaline chase all you want. Still, man, how are you supposed to make me believe that his offense is super effective all the time with his busted up knee? I like Seth Rollins. I like this match. I am just saying I am tired of him selling the knee. I was really excited to see them actually do something different with the body parts, but then they went back with the knee and it kind of annoyed me. The Women Money in the Bank ladder match, honestly, what's the point of putting these women in a ladder match? I mean, like here's the thing. Let's be real here. When we all watch ladder matches, we want to see crazy and cool freaking spots. That's like one of the main things you watch a ladder match. You always like see these people set up the ladders and set up certain ways, and you're just saying, you know what, I want to see them do a bunch of crazy stuff. I want to see them take crazy dives. It's not great, get it. WWE doesn't want to destroy these women completely. But it just felt like every time they were on the top of the ladder, there was no suspense. Because when you're watching the guys on top of the ladder, you know that they would take like some crazy ass bump and that would make you go, holy shit. With the women, it was just like they would go down 8 runs and then they would get pushed off. Or when they would push them off, they would land on their feet perfectly and it felt like it was nothing. It's like these, it's not like these girls are jumping off the turnbuckle. You're falling off a ladder. They should not be like all falling on their feet, acting like they're just fine. You're falling off a ladder. Like, there's just no suspense when these two women were on top battling for the briefcase. I don't know. It was just, the match just kind of felt like it was missing something. And of course, WWE, if you like to take naps and not do shit, you're doing the right thing to win. Because Alexa Bliss did absolutely, positively nothing in this match. And she ended up winning. And it was like, this was one of the first booking decisions of the night where I was like, why are you going there? Obviously, it made more sense as the show went on. But in the beginning of the night, you were saying to yourself, wait, Alexa, really? You're like, Bliss? Man, you got to feel for Becky Lynch. You know, female Finn Balor. Yo, we're really going for her. The crowd seemed to go behind her. I was like, you know what? The crowd really wants her. You know, I'm not the biggest Becky Lynch fan in the world. But for all the crap that this woman has dealt with, you would think you would throw her a bone. Nah, screw that. Little Miss Bliss, go take a nap. See, there's just things where it's like, as a wrestling fan, I don't know if I appreciate the fact that Alexa Bliss is conserving her body and not really like taking crazy bumps like this. Or at the same time, I'm just like, why do you give it to the most lazy person in the match? And I get it. It's heel heat. But when you're in Chicago, that type of shit don't work. They're going to cheer anything anyways. Unless you're Roman Reigns and Jinder Mahal. Oh, God. Now, I'll say this. Yes, the fans were chanting a bunch of obscenities during the match. But at the end of the day, Reigns and Jinder Mahal had their match. They weren't just going to go out there and do a quick match. They had their match. And the match itself was blah. You know, Roman Reigns and Jinder, I'll admit, Jinder has improved as a main event worker. But when it comes down to it, it was like no one really had interest in this match. I'm a Reigns fan, and I didn't even have interest in this match. I was just saying to myself, just end it. Move on. I don't want to see Roman Reigns and Jinder Mahal ever, and I mean ever, wrestle again. It was fine for what they did, but it was just like, who cares? There was no consequences. And this is like something where I was just, when I was watching the pay-per-view, I tweeted out something where it's like, you know, this show isn't bad, but Money in the Bank is feeling like it's dragging. It's taking on too long. And that's because a lot of the matches on this show were over like 11, 10 minutes. Like, it was just way too much, man. Like, Daniel Bryan and Big Cass, I believe, got like 17 freaking minutes. 17 minutes for Daniel Bryan and Gumby. Do we really need that? Rollins and Elias got 17 minutes. Reigns and Jinder was like 16-something minutes. Like, that's too much, man. Now, every match needs to feel grand and epic, and that's the theme. It felt like when I was watching this, I was tired. And that was like in the 3rd or 4th, 5th match. I shouldn't feel tired. These events just feel too long. Now, I know everyone's gonna be like, Chase, come on, man. Stop complaining about that stuff. You know, that's what. No! This is a structure thing. Man, I feel bad for you East Coast people. Me on the West Coast, 4 o'clock, it's whatever. But man, these matches should not be taking so long. These matches don't need to be dragged out. Like, a lot of these matches felt dragged out for no flipping reason. Where it's like, okay, this match that's 15 to 40 minutes, that's 16 minutes, can be cut down to 9 minutes. And it would still just be as effective and just as good, to be honest with you. I just felt a lot of the matches went way too long than they needed to be. Oh yeah, Brains won. I don't know why you would think Jinder Mahal won this match. Carmella and Asuka. It was all leading up to the ending where James Ellsworth showed up. It was funny. Carmella won. Poor Asuka. And also Tom Phillips. Asuka did not lose a losing streak. You dumbass. She lost a winning streak. Can you stop sucking for once in your life, Tom Phillips, and actually do your job correctly? Stop saying every time someone goes for a kick in the midsection, you say knees in the midsection. You dummy. I am sorry. Tom Phillips was absolute trash tonight. Absolute trash. I don't know why anyone gets sick and tired of Michael Cole's dumbass. Yeah, Cole is annoying sometimes. Yeah, Cole can say stupid ass shit. But at least he knows what the fuck he's talking about. What the hell is Tom Phillips? What a jobber. AJ Styles taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. This was finally the great AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura match we've been waiting for inside the WWE. Good last man standing match. I was enjoying myself. I was saying this was awesome. I had fun watching it. AJ and Shinsuke, it boiled down all to this. And there were so many times where I thought Shinsuke was going to win, but nope, AJ Styles popped right up, back up. And then at the end of the day, it took a phenomenal forearm through a table. And the phenomenal AJ Styles is still your WWE champion. Now, me being a bigger fan than AJ than Shinsuke, I'm fine with that. Me being a wrestling critic / reviewer, what are you doing with Shinsuke Nakamura? Like, I could make a whole separate video on this, which I probably will maybe one of these days. When I just want to see where they do Shinsuke a little bit more. But it's like Shinsuke Nakamura, man, wins the Royal Rumble. And on 3 occasions, and especially a match he made, he can't even get one up on AJ Styles. Like, the guy just feels like such a loser at this point in time. Like, WWE has not presented Shinsuke in this feud in a good light because all they've made him do is really like a racist gimmick that's just like, sorry, no, me no speak English, and he likes to low blow people. Like for me personally, it's just like, what are you doing with this guy? Like, it just makes no sense. Like, Shinsuke is just, and maybe Shinsuke is liking what he's doing backstage, and more credit to him if he is. But from a fan and viewer's perspective of this, it's just kind of like, who would ever get behind Shinsuke if he's ever in a big match? Because you know the guy ain't going to win. He could take all the cheap route, and that's the worst part about it. Like, Shinsuke was doing all the cheap tricks in the book, and he still couldn't win. So you make his heel tactics look like loser tactics. And I get it, that's the whole point. A heel is supposed to be a loser. But you do that to the heel near the end of his championship title run or near the end of his heel run. You don't make the heel a loser when he hasn't done shit. Like, Shinsuke hasn't done anything whatsoever. How is he an effective bad guy for this company? He's not. He's not a good bad guy if he hasn't done anything and he keeps losing. I am always a big believer, if you're going to turn someone face or heel, there has to be a reward in it. And there was no reward in this heel turn. And thus, when you look at this match right here, yes, even though great inside the ring, overall from a perspective standpoint, you could really trash this match because of how they've treated Shinsuke Nakamura, especially if you're looking at the Shinsuke side of things. I'm not going to do that because, like I said, I thought the match was good. I've been waiting for an AJ Styles and Shinsuke match that's been good in WWE. But like for me personally, from a Shinsuke booking perspective, this was bad for Shinsuke. And I'm sorry, it was. For Shinsuke Nakamura's sake, it was bad. All this build-up, all this hype, this nut, the Kingdom Nut style, Mr. Lobo, use the promo code STRONGSTYLE and you get a free Shinsuke character in WWE Champions. And this motherfucker loses. Like, what a waste. Like, that's the thing about this match. It's just, but like, what was the point? This just wasted everyone's time. That's how I felt. It was still a great match. But when you look at it from a booking perspective, it was ultimately a waste of time. So, mixed bag for me, but it was still fun to watch. Like, I'll definitely go back. Like, storyline-wise, you take the story out of it, you just want to watch a great fucking match, two dudes beating the fuck out of each other, yeah. But when you put the storyline in, it's just kind of like, you know, you just hit or miss on it. But there's nothing hit or miss about our girl, your girl, my girl, cringe, Ronda. She's slipping, she's falling, and she can't get up. She's slipping, she's falling, and she can't get up. Did you all see that slip that Ronda? I love me Ronda Rousey. And I love Nia Jax. And like, honestly, man, everything about this match was perfect. No, I'm not going to go all Dave Meltzer and tell you this was 7 stars. I don't do star ratings here. I just do based off what this match can do for me emotionally. And man, you kick this match off right. Nia Jax comes out. She just feels intimidated. The way the camera angles were shot for Nia Jax as she's walking down the ramp. If you're someone who's new and you were just watching this show because you heard about the Ronda Rousey match, you were watching Nia Jax, you were saying, this girl looks like a badass. Presentation-wise for Nia Jax, on point. Ronda comes out with her, hey guys, smile. You get the announcements going, and then the match kicks off, and fucking A. Ronda Rousey is here to stay, people. For all the people that are probably like, oh, I want Ronda Rousey to leave, Ronda Rousey, blah, blah, blah. She's here to stay. She probably gave Nia Jax her best match. And this is her second match in the WWE Ronda Rousey, by the way. Ronda Rousey knows what's up. Ronda Rousey gets it. Like, it was weird to me because I'm so used to seeing Ronda Rousey in the UFC and minus her 2 losses dominate chicks. It was so weird to be seeing Ronda Rousey sell and everything. Like I'm just sitting there, I'm like, she's getting it. She understands. And she's connecting. Like, the fans are behind it. They always want to see what she's going to do next. And she's good. She's really good. She knows how to invoke certain emotions, man. And I really, really, really wanted to see her win. And then when they did what they did, because, like, you were wondering, are they really going to give the belt to Ronda now? And I think the way that they did this match, where there was like Nia Jax dominated most of it, and then Ronda did the usual babyface comeback, but the fans were liking what they were seeing out of her. They were saying, you know what, if Ronda won, I'd be okay with this. But then you had it where Alexa Bliss comes out, boom, 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 with the briefcase and everything. And then you have her take out Ronda Rousey, you have her take out Nia Jax, and then Alexa Bliss comes champion. And it literally pissed me off. But not in a, I'm going to come on YouTube and rant about it, WWE, you're so stupid type of rant. No, like, as a fan, as just someone that actually watches the product, I was pissed. I was like, I want Ronda to win, and Alexa Bliss, that dirty girl, she cheated. I don't know, but it's not cheating. Oh, it was perfect. This is all I asked for. Simple shit like this. You built up this match where you want to see Ronda win. Ronda doesn't win. Now you have a reason to see Ronda Rousey chase Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss has money in the bank. She's a smart heel. She did the smart thing. She cashed in when she needed. Not only that, you gained some sympathy for Nia Jax. You were just saying, man, Nia Jax, honestly, mine's like a couple moves from Ronda. She could have won that match. But it kind of messed up that Alexa Bliss did that. So if you don't want to go with Alexa Bliss and Ronda right away, you can go with the Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax route again. And I know some fans may not be down with it, but it is what it is. The point of the matter is this. This match was great overall. Ronda Rousey in her 2 matches have had the best matches on each of her cards. It's not even freaking close. She's a killer. I absolutely loved it. I was mad at Alexa Bliss for cashing in. I felt like a kid again watching this match. Like, honestly, like when Ronda didn't win, I was dead silent for a bit because I was pissed. And I wasn't, like I said, it wasn't like in a smarky way where I was like, this company doesn't know what they're doing. Yeah, push Dean Ambrose. No, it was like I was just disappointed. I was just sad. I was like, I want my girl to win. So good stuff. Overall, awesome. But you know what's not awesome? This men's Money in the Bank. Ugh. You know what? No. Care Bear won. It was a fun Money in the Bank ladder match. But Care Bear won. Have him cashing in Phil. That's all I gotta say about that. And everyone's gonna be like, Chase out there. No, I'm being that serious. Screw Care Bear. I have no time to talk about this idiot. I didn't want him to win. I don't think he should be champion. Fuck him. He's so over. Yeah, wait till he becomes champion. Then we'll see how over he is. Anyways, Money in the Bank 2018. Very, very solid show by WWE. A good show, you could say, by WWE. Very delivered well. The booking decisions were a little bit weird on this show. But ultimately, I feel like the company did enough to make you say, hey, this was a good show to watch. I personally liked it. I don't know what you guys thought about the show. It's definitely probably my favorite WWE pay-per-view of 2018. But what do you guys think about Money in the Bank? Comment section down below. Remember, guys, just like the longest reigning modern day WWE champion in history, Brock Lesnar, sometimes you don't have to give a shit in life. And yo, I would have rather had Finn Balor win Money in the Bank than Care Bear. Fuck Care Bear. Fuck this show. No, I'm just saying I like this show. But yo.